Hi boys and girls, Mrs. Garnsey here. I'm here to do a little ladybug project with you today. Last week we started learning about the life cycle of butterflies. And this week we're doing some activities with ladybugs. Their life cycle is actually kind of similar. And our project today is a little similar to the one we did last week. We are going to create a paper plate life cycle that shows each of the 4 stages a ladybug goes through. So I'm going to tell you what your materials are, and you can go ahead and pause and grab them, or you can play this back after the video. So I'm going to use a paper plate. If you don't have a paper plate, you can also just grab a piece of paper and fold it in half. And if you fold it in half again, when you open it up, you would have 4 squares that you could use to show each of the life cycle stages. So you could do that too. A couple other things you might want to grab are markers, markers or crayons, glue stick perhaps, scissors, and if you had paper laying around, you could use scrap paper depending on how creative you want to get, which is probably way more creative than I'm going to be today. So the first thing we're going to do is divide our paper plate into 4 pieces. So I'm going to draw a line right down the middle of my paper plate. And then I'm going to draw another line. So it almost looks like a plus sign or an X. And that way I have 4 equal pieces on my paper to work with. And a ladybug begins as an egg, just like the caterpillar did. So I'm going to start by labeling right up here, egg. Egg is E, G, G. And a ladybug begins as an egg, and they lay their eggs underneath leaves. I'm going to draw a leaf here. I'm going to draw a stick. Maybe another leaf just for fun. Ladybug eggs are actually yellow, and they look a little bit like jelly beans. So if you had any jelly beans laying around in your Easter basket or something, you could probably glue those on here. That would be fun. I'm just gonna draw them. Another thing I thought might be kind of fun if you want to get a little more creative, and I don't have the right kind of glue here at home, so I'm just gonna use my markers, but I had found some corn, and I thought corn kernels might make a cute way to show a caterpillar or ladybug egg as well. So you could do that. The next stage, I'm going to draw an arrow so I know which direction I'm going. The next stage a ladybug goes to is called the larva stage. The larva stage, once the ladybug comes out, larva, I missed a V there, larva. Once the ladybug hatches out of the egg, it comes out as kind of similar to our caterpillars were, and it's kind of a dark colored bug. It's got a long body, and it has 6 legs, and it has jaws because it does a lot of eating in this larva stage. It eats and eats and eats, and it grows and grows and grows during this stage. And you could be so much more creative than I am on my plate right here. You could add leaves, trees, any details that you want to add. I'm going to let you surprise me with that. So once the larva eats and eats and grows, it actually sheds its skin probably about 3 times. So we call that molting. I'm going to write the word molt so I remember what important growing it does in that stage. So once it's grown, it'll move over to the next stage, and that is called the pupa stage. And as it's getting ready to become a ladybug, that larva will come up to a leaf again, and it kind of rolls into a big ball, and it attaches to a leaf. And that's where it does some more growing and changing. In this stage, I better label it pupa, P-U-P-A. because it's growing and changing into what we know as a ladybug. So once it's done growing and growing in this stage, it will come out of this, similar to a chrysalis like our butterflies, and it will hatch as a ladybug. This is an interesting fact. Ladybugs, once they come out of that pupa stage, they're actually yellow. Did you know that? I'm gonna draw a picture of the ladybug that we would recognize. Once it grows, it takes about a day for a ladybug to kind of dry off from being in that pupa. And then it turns, as it dries, it turns, oops, I think I put too many legs on him. Turns into an adult ladybug with a red body and black spots like we know and love. That's the traditional ladybug that we see a lot here is actually called a seven-spotted ladybug. And another fun fact is as a ladybug gets older and older, it actually gets more spots. So you could look and see if you see a young ladybug or an older ladybug. And then once the adult is ready, the adult lays eggs once again. And our life cycle just keeps on going, round and around. There's one more thing I wanted to show you, boys and girls, that we've been doing here at my house. And we've been looking and reading on Epic lately. So I'm gonna show you. If you go to Epic and you go down here at the very bottom, there's a little magnifying glass down there. You can search any type of books you want. And so I've been searching and reading about different animal life cycles. So if you type in life cycle, oops, daisies. All of these different life cycle books will pop up. Oops. Well, this happens to be one about a turtle. And you can read all different kinds. They have seahorses. They had seals. They had, let me search it again. Life cycles. They had bugs. They had, here's a good one, sea otters. So I want to challenge you to go, oh, there it goes. I want to challenge you to read one of these and make me a project and show me another animal's life cycle. Thanks, boys and girls. I really miss you and I can't wait to see your exciting creative projects. Send me a picture. Bye.